Does Will not look like a hostage here?
What? Parent! You're shaking your head no. Hit the tank clean.
Shut up, parent! Up and go!
You gotta stop going.
Got my nuts and my almond milk for today's video. I had popcorn last night, and for this video, you got to get your popcorn ready. Will Tennyson makes a video, and it gets age restricted. Video's called, I trained at the world's most dangerous gym. I was talking with him this morning. He's like, bro, they literally brought a gun to the gym. I was watching this with Mepstagram. She was highly concerned. She almost threw up watching it. I was shocked. I had to make the video. Many of these guys, they come from prison. They don't work out in prison for the aesthetics, for having a small waist. They train to survive. Will Tennyson, he trained how to survive. And trust me, he wasn't ready for this. Can Jeff Nippard fact check whether this counts as resistance training or just straight up trauma? As it should, this is really unhealthy content. Will, I'm surprised you put it out there. Some kids could watch this, even adults, and really hurt themselves for life. That's how dangerous it really was. And so if you're not squeamish and you want to basically be visually assaulted, go and watch this video. I strongly suggest you never go to this gym. I'm not going to this gym because I have a brain. And by the way, this is the same gym that Hussein Farhat attended only 1 or 2 months ago. They had him doing the exact same things as Will, torturing this guy. I'm surprised he made it out alive. And so unless your goal is a serious case of rhabdomyolysis, or you're trying to experience trauma, or perhaps get through your childhood trauma by torturing yourself, this is not recommended. And so just watching a video the other day where a girl had her personal trainer. He trained her too hard. She ended up with rhabdo and won over $200,000 when she sued her personal trainer in court. Imagine if Will brought this to court and says, this is what they made me do. They would be shutting the gym down and Will would be making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But what I'm most nervous for is meeting a man who goes by the name Unk. He screams a lot. He gets in your face. Luckily, we're like under 15 minutes away from a hospital.
I thought I was Unk. I guess the only difference between me and him is he's black. I just have a proper tan.
I'm definitely not getting dangerous gym vibes right here. If anything, this building looks like a dental office.
Don't let the dental office exterior fool you.
Is there any unspoken rules to this gym?
Yeah, don't be a bitch.
Apparently, service dogs are allowed, however, not females, as no bitches are allowed. I wonder if it's a derogatory term for women. No bitches. Like, there's only men in this gym. I thought they meant no female dogs. A bitch is a female dog, right? I thought they were like scientific, this gym. You know, former guys in jail, they would definitely be on the lingo. They probably meant women. No wonder it's got demonetized. No bitches allowed?
That's you there? What and when was that?
That was actually 1999.
1999.
That's at 1 year overall.
Bro looks like he lost more muscle than The Rock. You guys hear about that? The Rock lost all his gains. The Rock is now a pebble. Bro lost more muscle than The Rock. But, I mean, we got to give him some props. That was 26 years ago when Bro was all hopped up on gear, looking more jacked than ever before. And he's still at the gym. And so he's doing really good. Thankfully, The Rock is now off of the abusive doses of steroids.
I just let go of the bar. And I guess because I was holding the back end of it, it was leaning forward. So the front end of the hex bar hit my left toe. It busted open.
You perhaps remember this story. I was watching Hottie. He was deadlifting. He drops the weight on his toe, almost cuts it off. And he keeps training. You don't stop. You only need 9 toes. Who needs 10 toes?
Don't sit down, bro. Everybody's in here working. Stand up. You recover standing up. They want you to have a hoodie on. It's not a vanity show. No jewelry. There's another one. Usually the shorts. I don't like the shorts.
You'd think at a gym that's really dangerous, there would be no rules. Just anything goes. You can't sit down. You can't use a cell phone. You can't wear a tank top. You can't wear shorts. You can't flex in the mirror. You can't train with your eyes closed, even when it's hard. You're not allowed to rest between sets. After a set's done, you got to drop and do a bunch of push-ups. Also, Will told me that you're not allowed to drink water between sets. And so remember that girl who sued and won, I might add, over $200,000 for for rhabdo. They're lucky that Will didn't get rhabdo. I mean, when you push people this hard, bad things can happen, and you could in fact be liable.
Closing your eyes during sets. If you're ever in an altercation or a situation where you're never gonna close your eyes, otherwise you can't see. So when you're fighting, keep your eyes open.
I mean, are they talking about sexy time? No closing your eyes. Keep your eyes on the prize. You look at me.
No getting on your knees when you get up from a push-up. So if you're doing push-ups, can't get on your knees to get up. You get from the push-up, put your leg up and stand up.
Okay. It's not my kind of a, that's not how Coach Greg rolls. No, that's not the gym I'm going to. Get on your knees. Apparently no bitches allowed either. What about bitches on their knees?
Yeah, boy.
We're going to get this demonetized as well. Hey, if Will got demonetized, I'm going down with him. Taking one for the team.
You're gonna be joining us today.
It's a firm shake. Holy shit.
First of all, Will got a Gucci daddy shorts.
Why must we wear hoodies? Is it the most dangerous gym? And so you have a hoodie so that no one can identify you if you did something wrong? Everyone's in the gym. Everyone's wearing a black hoodie. And so if something goes wrong, hey, you point the finger, it was him.
I shaved my legs for you.
Imagine if Mike Israetel were in this gym.
I have a 10-inch dick.
Imagine the jokes. Hi, I want to have sex with you. We're going to go to a Diddy party after this. I mean, this is what he said about Coach Greg in that last video.
Very close-up zoom, love. Okay, how about this thumbnail title? Coach Greg and Dr. Mike go to Diddy party.
In that video, Mike talks about the size of his schlong being slightly shorter than average, but it's the girth that he really misses. He talks about wanting to go a Diddy party with Coach Greg, and he wanted to have sex with me. This is no cap. You guys think I make shit up.
Hoodie on, sweatpants on. You know that feeling when you're younger, you're playing video games, and then your mom just comes screaming your name from upstairs?
It feels more like when I go to a fancy restaurant and I show up and I'm wearing like a tank top and shorts like in Dubai, and they're like, you can't wear that here. And so they go in the back room and they give me a suit. And so I go into this food thing and I had to wear the full suit. It doesn't fit me because I'm a 5'6" manlet, but I put it on anyway. You know, I'm 6'5" when I'm sitting on my wallet, but as a regular day, I'm only 5'6".
We've learned a few things about Unk today. The first one, he attacks the cameraman. Love you, bro. Be careful. Second thing, he's a biter.
And so he's a biter and he attacks the cameraman. I mean, how much extra did he have to pay the cameraman? Is he getting danger pay?
Yeah! Yeah, welcome to hell, baby!
I mean, did Ronnie Coleman train in this gym? Yeah, buddy! Lightweight, baby! Nothing but a peanut!
Come on! Yeah, lightweight, baby! Yeah!
I think it was 30. There's a very high chance that this workout today brings up some repressed memories.
Why is Will continuing to have sex with the floor? This is not a push-up. If I went to this gym, I would do everything effectively and guaranteed Mike Israetel would too. He would make all the rude sex jokes and they'd be like, what is wrong with this guy? And he would do proper push-ups with 2 second eccentric and 1 second up. He wouldn't do these half push-ups. When I saw Hussein Farhad, he was basically doing this. He's like, did you really do 50 push-ups or did you shake your arms 50 times? Did he have jazz hands?
Jazz hands.
I like moving that full. Good.
You know what? On second thought, Mike Israetel would just go into that special place. He would start cursing in Russian. He would go to level 4. That is where you go. That is where Will Tennyson has learned to go on this day. And he's never going back.
All right, so we got 100 reps, leg press, superset. With I think 100 reps of squats.
100 reps leg press, 100 reps squats, 200 reps. This is cardio.
Stop closing your eyes. That's already 10. That's out of 10 push-ups.
That's how I last longer though, man.
This is down the gym.
His partner's in his bedroom. Hey, stop closing the eyes. You look at me during sexy time.
Oh my God. The lactic acid.
Go!
Why are they doing push-ups on a pew? Like, they go down there and they're praying, this little 2x4 thing. Like, why? Why are they doing decline push-ups? Like, I could see if you put your legs up and you lean down, it would be better push-ups. But they're doing, like, the opposite. Their push-ups are like this. and they're only going partial range of motion. I'm not a fan of the way they're doing the push-ups, that's all.
Unk goes first. He feels the set and weight, and then when he's done, he tells us the reps we need to hit. Sometimes, if we're lucky, he'll cut a deal where he drops the weight, but adds some reps.
And so essentially what the trainer does is he does the set first, decides, you know, I can do this much. I'm 270 pounds, and so you have to match it. How is this good coaching? Oh, it's the most dangerous gym. We're teaching you how to be a man. Why? How? By belittling you, by making fun of you, by bullying you, by basically embarrassing you, trying to hurt you, trying to make you do things that you know you can't do. And how do you actually do them? By cheating. Of course, Will isn't doing these with perfect form, perfect technique. He's just bending his knees, squatting down. They're spotting him, lifting him up and say, hey, great job. You didn't die. Well, what if he breaks his back? What if he has a herniated disc? What if he tears a meniscus, a ligament, a muscle?
What you're witnessing right now is probably the hardest leg press set of my entire life. My legs were genuinely screaming in pain, and every time I went down for a rep, I really did not think I was gonna get it back up.
So Will just essentially does the hardest set of his life by far. He's got 6 plates aside on the leg press, give or take. And he says, this was the hardest set I've ever done. This is it. I've been to that happy place. He's thinking that's level 4. No, this is level 3, maybe and a quarter. It's kind of like you think you're going to get a home run and you can barely round third and you have to go back because if you try to score, it's going to look bad. You're going to get out at home plate. And I'm not talking about baseball. So this is the hardest leg workout of his life. And basically this was the warm-up. He's just getting started. Squatting, I was genuinely scared for my life. That's just like, this is not holding back. This is not like staged. This isn't Will saying some rumor. Genuinely scared for his life.
My soul is trying to exit my body through my quads.
He's trying to fall. They're like holding him up. I mean, the rating of perceived exertion is through the roof. I mean, he certainly feels like he's dying. But I still feel like he does have a little bit more. I mean, I'm watching this and I know he's going hard, but like there's hard and then there's really hard. There's hard and then there's harder than last time, guys. If you want to really impress her, this is what you need. It's that little bit extra. And I mean, if you want a little bit of more girthiness, but in your biceps or in your quads, shoulders, you can get some Turk Builder Max, some Turk Platinum, and of course the GO2 Max, the G-Test Platinum. We got so many amazing supplements here. We got, where's the Blue Lobster? The Blue Lobster. Get Blue Lobstered. Hopefully Will got Blue Lobstered before hitting this gym.
Probably the farthest I've ever pushed my legs in my life.
Man, Will needs to start doing bike races so he can see what it's like at the end of a race. Like, I feel like this is just normal pushing yourself for a hard workout. Like, when you're on the bike and you're racing and you go up the mountain and you barely kept up and then you have to do it again, and then you've got 5 laps of that, and at the end of it, you then have to sprint for all you got to win by 0.03 of a second. This is what it's like. You can't rest. I mean, down the hill, sure, you're going a little bit easier, but if you don't go 100%, you go 99, harder than perhaps 99% of people go, you're not winning. It's harder than last time.
4 more plates on that leg press.
I think we're up to 8 plates per side. Leg press.
And so 6 plates aside, it was the hardest set he's ever done. Now you got to do 8. I mean, it feels like Ashton Hall. 10? Make it 20. Man, I'm into the almond milk.
You're into the nuts this morning.
I got to get my calories up. These guys don't understand. The secret to weight loss is cardio. Y'all think it's putting on muscle. It's not. I had a lot of muscle, more muscle, in fact, when I was on test and tren and all the good stuff. But now that I'm only on HRT, I actually have a leaner physique than ever before because of the cardio. If you do want to have it easier way, you can get, for example, semaglutide, retatrutide, the terzipatide. If you're interested in some of these items, click the link in the description. Go to Algo RX. The doctor's prescribed medications will be prescribed to you. Reta is not approved. It can't be prescribed as of yet. If you're using it, you're basically a guinea pig. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying you're a guinea pig.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Go. Come on.
And so Hottie is doing his best impersonation of the guy that hung out with I Show Speed where his eyes popped out. Oh my God! I don't think he has Graves' disease. He's literally just training so hard the eyes are bugging out on him. 10. And so Will's like, look, I can't lift this. I think there's 10 plates aside right now. He's being forced to do it, forced against his own will. And so imagine if Will dies. He's doing this and he gets rhabdo and dies in hospital. What would we think then? He's not going to give up. He's going to try, but he knows I can't get 10 reps with this. I mean, there's only so much strength you have. You can't just lift twice the amount that you can actually lift. You can't lift 1% more than you can lift. Whatever's your limit's your limit. Mike used to tell things, no, you can just go into a deep, dark hole and summon the demons from Uzbekistan or wherever, Bangladesh. But it's not actually a thing. And so what he's doing is he's doing partial range of motion because he knows if he goes all the way down to 90 degrees and or lower, the weight it's not coming back. It's going to crush him. Will's then squatting after this. I mean, imagine how tired it is. This is a superset. He does the set and he's like, yep, that's it. He re-racks it. If I do another rep, it's crashing down. Nope. Get under there and do it again. Remember, these guys, they brought a gun to the gym. He doesn't know. And so, remember when I say gun to your head, $1 million on the line, how many more reps you get? Will has none more. There's 0. But yet they make him do it again. And so what happens? The weight crushes him. Thankfully, there's a safety rack. It doesn't hurt him. But it isn't safe. It isn't something you should be doing.
Wake your ass up! There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And so, I mean, they're cursing, they're swearing, they're slapping each other, they're torturing each other in the gym, they're bullying. Unlikely that YouTube wants 13-year-olds to see this.
During the set, they just keep on yelling. It's like, one more, one more, one more. They don't really mean one more. And Katie knows better than anybody. When I say one more, I mean one more.
And so when you're an experienced trainer, you know how many reps you have left. Hey, I can get one more. I can't get 10 more. I can't just keep willing myself to do more. It's failure or it's failure. But they're saying, no, one more. He's done the rep, one more. Done the rep again, one more. And then so what happens is you're breaking your form. You begin to ego lift in the gym. This is not how you should be training. And if you have a trainer like this, walk away.
Get into your perk. You can do it. All right, here we go. I can't. Yo, let's perk.
Bro,
go.
It's giving bully.
It wouldn't work on me. I would just be like, I'm sorry.
You'd be like walking away.
I'm so walking away. I'm locating the nearest exit and I'm making my...
Yeah, we're not going to this gym.
I mean, I'm a bitch, but...
A bitch on your knees? You like being told what to do, but not like this.
Yeah, but not like that.
I can't. No, shut up. You do it. Shut up. Perk. Up and go. This is what they're doing. It's level 4 friggin' bullying.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's what I want. We here.
Go. We're here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
I feel like Hottie is just there kind of like, I don't want to yell at Will like this. I don't agree with it, but they're my friends and they'll probably shoot me if I don't go along with it. So I'm going to try to defend Will a little bit.
The middleman.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the middle. Like, I feel like Hottie's the right amount of encouragement. Like, he's hard on him, but not too hard. He knows where to draw the line. He's also a good bodybuilder. Like, he has a good physique, so he knows what it's like to push himself. But he knows people have limits. A good trainer knows where your limits are, and they give you like a little bit more, like 1% more. Not, we're doing double. Like I say, hey, what's your best bench ever? 100 for 10. Okay, today we're doing 200 for 10. Really? I can't do that. Shut the perk up!
Come on, Will. Up. Drop.
No, right. Why the perk? You're shaking your head no. He did 10 clean.
It's like, this does nothing for me. I have intrinsic motivation. There's extrinsic and intrinsic. I could have 700 of these bullies screaming at me and saying, sprint harder, lift more weights. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just right here. I'm lifting. You don't think there's people inside my own head yelling at me more than this? I got it already going on. It's saying go. But it's not in a negative way. It's in a positive way. It's like, Greg, look at that sign. What does it say? It says, harder than last time. Greg, you got to do it. I get off on the fact, not literally, I'm not coming all over her stomach for this, but I get off on the fact that I can do this and others can't. I can go through this pain. I can diet this hard. I can put the fork down. I can do this much cardio, and y'all other people, you can't. I mean, there's other people, perhaps it's like 1% of the world, but I like being the 98%er, the commander, the guy that's just like, I do this because I do this. I don't need anyone to encourage me. I don't need to say, Greg, you can do this, you can be that, you can win, you can. No, I'm doing it to me. That's where I get it. And so what I encourage is for you all to just want it. Find a sport, a passion that you have, and give it your all because you want to give it your all. Not because your girlfriend or your dad or your mom or your sister, because you want to do it.
He has a fucking round, huh?
Now you kill.
Hold on, Joe.
Let's go, big run.
Come on. Big man.
Get up. Get up.
Way to fight.
I mean, when I squat, I don't want a man's coccymus right behind my ass. What? Like, you would want me to spot you like that. Oh, yeah, come here, babe. Yes, yes. But, like, I don't want a man dry humping me from behind. I mean, Mike Israetel would love this, but me, it's a no. If I need a man that close to me, I don't need that weight. And so what you all don't know is that Will got pregnant after this. Will told me to keep it secret. Sorry, Will, I spoiled the party. So this is what happens when you go out and get a bag of milk. Your son ends up in the world's most dangerous gym getting dry humped by Unk, who just got out of jail.
I'm starting to feel a little bit like, honestly, emotional. As weirdly as that sounds out for my set, I feel like once I racked the squats, I almost kind of wanted to cry.
He's getting emotional. He wants to cry. A lot of these emotions are coming from, well, possibly the Blue Lobster. But if he didn't have the Blue Lobster, it's just from training this hard and realizing, I just survived. When you get through a traumatic experience, a near-death experience, and you survive, it changes you. When I had the serious car accident in Dominican, I banged my head, had the brain damage and so on. I'm telling you, it changes you as a person. You're no longer the same man.
Your face told the whole story, bro.
Well, because I know I'm next. How many am I doing here?
2.
No way Will can leg press that. What I don't think they're talking about is, does anyone think Unk is 100% natural? He's 270 pounds, leg pressing 15 plates on each side, plus a guy sitting on the rack. Now, mind you, with not proper technique, he's not going all the way down. And so if, for example, he's on trend and all he feels is rage, then what do you think that's doing to him? Do you think he's perhaps taking a little bit of his anger, his aggressions, his trauma, his experiences in prison on Will Tennyson?
Remember when I said I just went through the most painful leg press set of my entire life? Well, this is now the new hardest leg press set of my entire life. I couldn't even unrack the weight.
He couldn't unrack the weight. 15 plates on each side. He couldn't unrack it. Imagine if he did. What would then happen? If you can unrack it and you just barely get it off the rack, it's going to come crushing down.
After the 10. After the 10.
There you go. Rack. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Let's go, Will.
I mean, he barely can get the 13 plates off. He gets a bunch of partial reps with that. And then he has to superset it with almost 500 pounds on the squats. Like, none of this makes sense. He, of course, then can't get the squat. The weight comes crushing down. Hopefully, he still has his back. And so Unk just impregnated Will on this set. I mean, clearly, he's helping him to lift this weight up. Why not just put an appropriate amount of weight? 3 plates a side rather than 4. It's a 66-pound bar, and there's chains on this bar.
Let's go, Will.
Down. Up. Ah! You gotta stop going. Get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
He failed with the weight. He could have been injured. And then because you helped spot him lift that weight up, you think you know what you're doing? Yeah, if what you're doing is trying to kill him, you know what you're doing.
God, you lucky I did. Nah, you lucky I did.
Oh, not that foot.
This is a very sensitive area to get punched. It's not like, oh, he just punched him in the shoulder. He's just joking around. And so Dottie then goes to take his leg and he's like, hey, it's my foot. And so what? You punch him and he can't do anything back? What kind of gym is this? And so if you're ever wondering why the video got demonetized, pretty sure you can't show somebody assaulting another man like this. This is bullying. It's not okay. This isn't cool. Those of you who are like, oh, it's masculine. And no, this is not positive masculine energy. This is simply bullying.
The hardest part about being in the gym is getting together. But once you're in there, it's effort. I don't give a say, yo, my bench press only 225. Do it as much as you can.
I mean, I do agree with training harder than last time, except for when you're a newbie. But he says, even if you can only do 225, even if only, most people in the world can't do 225. And so when he says, even only 225, he's already clueless. I mean, perhaps most people who train with him, if they're on performance-enhancing drugs, most can do that. The average guy in the gym isn't bench pressing 225.
This is a part of our rehab. This is a part of our physical, mental therapy.
How is this part of rehab and physical therapy? To be bullied, made fun of, punched, tortured in the gym, that's part of your therapy? You're going to need therapy for this therapy.
You guys are
Tell me more. What was your pain?
Does Will not look like a hostage here? I don't believe anything that Will is saying at this point. He just wants to walk out of this gym with his own life. And so Will's back is blown out. Hopefully he took some naproxen. Hopefully he doesn't end up with rhabdomyolysis. He's going to have to probably take a week off from the gym. And so my advice, don't do this. Don't copy this. And if you're a trainer, this isn't cool.
And if you're going to train that hard, it is critical that your nutrition is on point. So you got to be tracking your calories and your macros. So I highly recommend that you use the Macro Factor app.
And of course, if you're using the Macro Factor app, as Will Tennyson is talking about, you can use code WILL to get some free trial. And just like many other trackers, it's going to take a photo and give you some form of an estimate of the calories that's probably more accurate than your own eye test, unless you're a guy like Will or myself that's very good at estimating calories. And so any of these apps, I do suggest that you get them. I think that it's very important to track your calories because once you learn about the calories in the foods you're taking, you can make better choices for your health. And so go and subscribe to Will's channel. Go and watch his original video in its entirety. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch one of those two bloops, of course. Cookbooks, training books, coaching plans for me and my team. Click the link. Momentous Clothing, click that link. Keep clicking links, and until next time, I am out to go for a bike race.